Hello, I'm XToyCam, and welcome back to the video. Today I want to talk about and show you one of the glitches from T46, which I found to be very interesting personally, but that's kind of annoying for people who have stuff built above their nether, which admittedly is a very fun thing to do for gold farms and stuff like that. But if you just want to see and explore a very interesting glitch, then in today's video I'll be showing you exactly how to do that and exactly what the limitations are, because it works in survival and in creative. So yeah, that's what we're doing in today's video. Hopefully you'll do enjoy it. Like the video if you do, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like this sort of stuff. But first, let's get straight to explaining. But first of all, I have this really weird glitch in my world, particularly, not for most people, where if I stand in a nether portal in survival, it just doesn't work. Like, it can never get to that last stage of doing anything, which is just a little bit bizarre. No idea how this glitch happened. But yeah, if I switch to creative, I'll immediately go through, which will make this next step a little bit easier. So let's go through, and let's show you exactly how to do this. So first of all, obviously to get above the nether, to do the above nether, glitch stuff, you're going to need to be able to, go above your nether, which if you're in survival, you have to ladder up to. But if you're in creative, just fly straight up here, like I'm doing right here, and then throw 1 or 2 ender pearls to get past this wall, which will happen just like this, as you're going to see. So throw an ender pearl like that, and there we go. Oops. Throw an extra one, but yeah, you just throw an ender pearl, a couple rapid ones in succession. It allows you to go through a block, and in this case, allows me to get through the bedrock, and here we are above the bedrock. So you've all probably seen this before. It's a relatively common glitch, and it allows you to place some stuff and build a water, monument if you want to. Whatever you want to build, you can do that up here. However, there's an interesting glitch which has happened now as of this update, which is that you can't remove blocks that were placed here. So yeah, this is a really bizarre one, because as you can see like this, I cannot remove these blocks, even in creative, like in survival, I can't go past and hit them. Like the block, hitbox and stuff just doesn't properly work with the fist. I have no idea what's exactly causing that, but I think it is to do with this being considered a brand new world border. So yeah, what do I mean by this being a brand new world border? Well, as you probably experienced if you've ever gone outside the world with a boat, when you get to the very edge of the world, there's this border, and you can't place anything beyond that, even if you do manage to get there somehow, because there just isn't the space for blocks, which makes me think they've done that to the nether now, but only in a specific way that makes it like placeable but not destroyable. Because one other interesting kind of side effect of this glitch is if we actually go up a few blocks. So let's go up let's call it like 9 blocks, I think it is exactly. So we go up 9 blocks, and then we can't remove the blocks, but yeah, let's go up 9 blocks, and then let's fall down. You'll notice how you fall onto this exact point right here. You fall above the border, which is a very, very bizarre fact. So yeah, what I think happened with this update is they made Y128 the max of the nether, because admittedly you're not meant to go past that, and I don't know if this was intentional, if it was by accident, but it is a little bit annoying, because one, if you had stuff up here that you really want to get back, you can't do it like that, and two, if you do make yourself a tower up, because if I ender pearl down quickly, if you do just decide to stack up slowly, then in survival, if you don't have ender pearls, you're locked out here forever, which is a really, really strange thing to happen. But the upsides of this is that in survival you can float on nothing, which is pretty cool, because I know you can pretty confuse some friends, but I guess I'm not. That was a bit bizarre. I guess there's like a block here that I'm like technically on and not at the same. Oh, I'm like crouching on top of. Oh, that's very bizarre stuff. But yeah, that's a weird thing in itself. But also, if you just place a bunch of blocks around like this, you can pretend you're walking along them, and it looks like you are. And then now I'm in midair. And in survival, that could pretty confuse someone. But the other cool things about this, in my opinion, are the fact that once you're up here, you're outside the world boundaries in the other sense of the word. You can actually go outside the world border. So yeah, basically, if you are down here, so let me show you. If we're down here, of course the nether still has boundaries, and we can't go outside them. It's a very hard boundary, and just like that, we're stuck. But if we go up the 9 blocks we just went, we can now go outside the world, and we can see what the giant, nether cube looks like from out here. And actually, I think we might. Oh no, we're not trapped out there now. But yeah, as you can see, we can see what the cube looks like from out here. And unlike every other way outside the world, that works for the overworld, etc., you can actually get back in, because all you have to do is ender pearl back down, because it does exist as part of the world. So yeah, now we have a proper way to get out, and then also get back in, which I have no idea how you'd properly use this in survival. In fact, do you fall down onto it? No, you don't. So yeah, the big, I guess the 9 block barrier just kind of stops right here. So if we fall down, yeah, it lets you fall off. Oh, no. Okay, so 9 block barrier exists right here. I tested that before, but okay. It exists for another, 16 blocks, which is very, very interesting. The fact that there's just this very bizarre floating platform that you can walk on. You can, you can't place blocks here, but you can do stuff with, and then get back into the world, which I think can be used in certain ways. Again, the nether doesn't have too much you can see from here, but the fact that you can do this is very bizarre in and of itself. So, yeah, just in case you are curious, because the way I first discovered this is like, oh, yeah, but what if you do want to get down and see the nether? Well, you can still technically do that. You just have to use the boat technique. So yeah, falling off on the boat does allow you to get off the nether. And interestingly, the nether, unlike the end and unlike the overworld, although it does have this little thing where you can get out, only the boats will stay down here. Eventually, actually no, wait, I think it stops we go far enough out, right? yeah, just like that, we can go out. So we make ourselves invisible to make ourselves immune from the damage. You'll see the boat eventually goes out, but then we can see underneath the Nether, and we can get down here and actually see exactly what's going on. It's a very surreal experience, being able to see fires and any other particle effects. So, you know, for instance, that's not a beacon, but all of our torches we can see just fine. We can just see certain blocks, kind of like an extra glitch, underneath the Nether. And although this isn't really that practical in survival, you would die within, you know, like, let me show you right now, in fact. So if you do this in survival, you know, somehow in survival, just get a view, you'll die in like a few seconds of being down there. So like, oh, one hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, and then you can't see anything. But you can get the very briefest of looks outside your world, which I just find to be incredibly fascinating. So let's go back through and let's just show you, you know, the last kind of glimpse of this, because, or, you know, I guess one more time, but also the glimmers, because this is such a massively interesting glitch to someone who likes me, who kind of likes breaking Minecraft anyway. But in this case, the game kind of came a little bit pre-broken, and again, we can't say for certain whether this was intentional. I can't imagine it would have been. You know, I think it must have been an oversight for something else. But the result of it is really interesting because it allows you to do less and more at the same time. You know, it takes away some things, you know, in the case of like removing your stuff, but it also means you get this floating platform which just exists here in you know, like, even though we're outside the world right now, according to that, we can still place blocks, which is a weird little thing. It makes the floating platform just kind of exist right there, and then it also allows you to hop over your world and just do some weird stuff like that. But anyway, let me just quickly do one more thing and test, because I actually haven't tested this, but just to make sure, I want to see if the world, you know, like the height of it still is at 256. This is where you're now at, like, the proper world border, but yeah, the official, you know, kind of stop of it is still all the way down here, which is just a little bit bizarre. Anyway, one more thing I want to check out, because I feel like this is going to be the most magnificent view, is I want to see what the cube looks like from the diagonal side, because, you know, before this, we could never get outside the world. You know, there was just no way out. But with this update, we can now see what the world would look like if we were over here. Or I guess to say, be accurate here, you could technically get down there, but only 1 or 2 blocks. Now, without the use of any TNT cans or anything, we can walk over here as far as we want, and we can even go down and just see what the Nether looks like at this angle, which, you know, because the Nether has a massively reduced rend distance, isn't too impressive, but it's still, there's just something about the fact that the Nether, you know, in essence, on console, it's just a giant cube. It's not, you know, unlike the overworld where it's like this infinite feeling thing, because, you know, the edges are made of water. It is just a cube, which once you're done with the cube, it just stops. It's nothing but red and black, and it's a very, very bizarre experience that I kind of liked, and hopefully all of you did too. If you did all enjoy it, like the video, let me know, because it helps out the channel. Let's know you do like these kind of glitch video things, because I'm always so fascinated by this sort of stuff, and hopefully all of you are too. Share the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching. This is the exact point where it goes from red and slowly fades into black. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.